All right, hello everybody. My name is Michael Cunningham, and with the help of AI, I created this awesome spanning sets poster website through GitHub. GitHub Pages is awesome and free to use. Highly recommend you guys use it for your projects in the future or just showcasing your resume even. I'll get right into it. So, spanning sets, the building blocks of vector spaces, and here we are exploring the fundamental structure of linear algebra, right? We can see here from my abstract, spanning sets provide the foundational structure for vector spaces, defining the range of vectors that can be generated through linear combinations. And this poster explores the fundamental concepts, applications, significance of spanning sets in linear algebra, demonstrating how they serve as the building blocks for understanding vector spaces and their properties. So that's a whole lot of hoopla for spanning sets are very important. Utilizing vectors efficiently is very important, especially in computer science, like I know many of us are. So what are they, right? A spanning set for vector space V, say, is a set of vectors, V1, V2, so forth, where they're all expressed using a linear point, right? At this point, I think we all know that, but it's a set of data based off linear points, right? So I have this example here. For R2, the standard basis 1, 0, 0, 1 is a spanning set because any vector xy can be written as x1, y, 0, 1, right? Now, moving on to examples, I have this vector 2, 2, and negative 2 should be negative 2 in R2, and the set spans because it can be written as a linear combination, or right here, this example, where we have 2a minus 2b, and it should be 2a minus 2b equals y, right? Now, I went into and picked the first lab question as an example, where we can see Team A, a little more visually clear, has 3 wins, Team C has 2 wins, Team D has 1 win, and Team B has 0 wins, right? So we could even use that as, A3, 0, C2, 0, D1, 0, B, 0, 0, right? So applications of spanning sets, got a couple on here. Computer graphics, obviously computer graphics, as well as game graphics, all utilize linear points. Data science, I actually just had a interview about this using spanning sets for principal component analysis, where they identify spanning sets capturing the most variance in data. So this was for a job specifically looking at the prices of food to determine on the buying side what is worth keeping for consumers, right? So it can be used in any data science job for any number of data. Quantum mechanics, that is a industry that is well above my pay grade. Very complex stuff, but they use spanning sets in the quantum state, which the quantum state is an infinite number of states. So very interesting. Signal processing, I know there are satellite pirates out here doing the same thing, using Fourier analysis to decompose signals, finding dead satellites. And then cryptography, that's where things get a little more complex in like your password production, encrypting of data, very relevant to cybersecurity. So some of those applications I even just discussed why we should be caring about spanning sets, right? For my game particularly, I care about it because creating on a engine, you are utilizing 3 4D space, X, Y, zeta, to literally pinpoint the game. And one example I was working on not too long ago was for shooting arrows. So important to set a maximum distance where they will fall off after that point. Um, that's an example of limitations, but you also want to optimize your resources and not pull on the server too hard. Um, so whenever you can use, a minimal set to graph the entire data, even better. You don't necessarily need 0.11, 0.11, blah, 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 right? You can kind of generalize it and it'll look just as good. Um, Now, I also included some references here that the AI used, one from the lab, and then I also uploaded my conversation logs that I had with Claude to produce this website very quickly and efficiently. Thank you.